only one who thinks that the Hokage aren't as great as everyone says they are. I mean, Madara foresaw something that the other Hokage failed to foresee. It started off, the episode was pretty good for the most part. It started off with Hashirama and Madara going at it again. Hashirama pulls the wood clone jutsu on Madara, and because he doesn't have his Sharingan on, because they're both worn out, Madara doesn't see it and ultimately loses. But what I found interesting was, before he died, or allegedly died, should I say, he pretty much tells Hashirama that, the way things are going, your tactics aren't going to work because the village is going to go towards darkness one way or another. And I thought that was quite interesting. This was all blank words to Hashirama then, but later on in the episode you find out that Hashirama kind of admits that Madara might have been correct. Maybe he foresaw that this would happen in the future. And I also thought that it was quite interesting how pretty much the third Hokage was a failure. I mean, he failed to protect one of the biggest clans in the village. He let the Uchiha get killed, get massacred. He didn't treat a lot of people right. He was too naive. He shouldered a lot of the burden on Danzo, who ultimately ended up doing much of his dirty work. So that the third Hokage seems like a lovable character, but when in fact he was a failure. And as he admitted, some of what is happening now is because of him. Anyway, so it's Sasuke's decision, and Sasuke ultimately sided with the Hokage and Naruto, and it was a well-constructed episode for the most part. I mean, the flashback with Itachi in it was necessary, I thought, because it gave emotion and you really needed to see what was going through Sasuke's head at that point. So I thought that was a good one. But again, they used the Madara and Hashirama flashback of them as kids for like the fifth time already, which is getting a bit annoying, and they need to stop doing that. But yeah, it was pretty well constructed episode. The comedy at the end with Karine was gold. I really love that. Just added a lighter touch to all the seriousness that was going on. And in general, I would give this episode maybe a 7 out of 10. Yeah, solid episode. And that's really all I have to say. I'll see you next time.